Good morning, Asia. Welcome to the North American wrap and the Asian preview. Very, very quiet session here today in North America. Trump is visiting China, and he's on his tour. He's there for another week or so. Uh, he'll be uh, he'll be meeting China's Xi, spending some time with him. He came from Japan and he was in South Korea. He's kind of doing his rounds. Nothing really earth-shattering coming out of these meetings. Uh, the Democrats in the U.S. Some governors have won. The Democratic governors won in Virginia and in New Jersey, but nothing major that should really have any impact on the tax bill that's now being delayed. Now there's been talk back and forth about it coming out tomorrow. There were some earlier rumors saying that it might be delayed till next week, and as we discussed, this starts getting into the debt ceiling debate, which is December 8th, I believe Munchen was talking about today. So we're in this area, and we're approaching the U.S. holiday, the Thanksgiving holiday, in a couple weeks, where not a lot gets done in Congress. So something to pay attention to. The only real news out was later in the afternoon. The RBNZ came out with their interest rate decision. They kept rates unchanged at 1.75%, which is expected. I was reading that the straddle was pricing in a 46 pip move for a break-even move for Kiwi over the meeting. This is the smallest expected range in the last 12 meetings. I mean, that goes to show how low volatility is. Let's take a look at the some of the Kiwi charts here. We've been talking about these Kiwi shorts being crowded. You can see today we couldn't take out yesterday's low, and we did rally on, I guess, the market is perceiving it sounding a bit hawkish. They did move some future rate hikes forward by about 1/4. So to me, it did not seem like that big a deal. But again, positioning is crowded, short Kiwi, and you get this little rally here. We took out the daily highs at 69.57. We're trading 69.67 now as we speak. So potential for some slight move higher, maybe back up to this 70.05 or even these old lows here at 70.50, 70.60 area. Take a look at the Aussie Kiwi chart, which there's been some recent selling after we made this big high up at near 113 the figure. We did have an outside reversal lower day. Now this is coming after a couple weeks of selling pressure, so I'm not exactly sure where we go from here, but we did close under this. This is an old breakout here at 110.25. We closed just under it, trading right around it now. Take a look at Euro Kiwi. This is how weak the euro's been. We've actually had an outside reversal day lower in Euro Kiwi, and a lot of this was after the RBNZ, and we saw some Kiwi strength, but this looks like it could kind of trade back down to this old low at 163.60. So Kiwi strength, definitely the theme here in the afternoon. Early in the North American session, we had some of the yen crosses coming under pressure on potential tax bill delay. You see here on the daily that we pierced this horizontal that we've been talking about, this 130, 145.50. It only got down to about 130, 140, and you can see this long wick. We bounced right back up. This is so typical of all of the yen crosses where they or the dips are bought fairly aggressively. And you could see that as well in the sterling yen chart too. Had a false break. Dollar yen. Let's pop over the dollar yen chart. We'll just take a look at the break that we were monitoring here on the hourly, the 240. So we got below this low here, this 113.55. Went down. It got down to low of 113.40, and then we had a kind of a strong rally as stocks were trading higher throughout the New York session. We're back right just above, or trading right around the 200-hour moving average, 113.84 now. One other interesting chart, and then we'll wrap it up, is the crude oil. The inventories came out. There was a small build, which sent oil down a bit initially, which was this move down. Let's take a look at the hourly here. You can see it better. Let's go over here. So you can see this is pretty ugly price action here. So it initially dipped down to 56.75. We went up and made a new high for this entire move up to 57.89. We took out these old highs at 57.66, and then it collapsed in very short order. And if we go back to the daily, you can see the daily crude oil. We highlighted this doji yesterday. It was it actually turned out not to be a doji, but it was a reversal lower bar. And then today you can see here we made a new high and closed just below yesterday's low, so we got the outside reversal lower. Things seem pretty calm in the Middle East. There have been no real news headlines out today. So again, big parabolic move up the last few weeks since the beginning of October. Has some potential to retrace back down to, let's say, 54, unless some headlines drop out of the Middle East. There's no economic data of note. Let me just double check we've got China CPI tomorrow during Europe. There's not much in the U.S. session, and then Friday is actually a U.S. holiday, a bank holiday, so we expect a very quiet session on Friday. Good luck trading today, and we will speak to you on the European Open. Cheers.